And I have a special guest with me today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
How you doing? I'm Seth Mentor.
Oh, no. That's not good enough. I got the Foot Doc with me, live in the studio. Foot Doc.
Yes, ma'am.
So, the Foot Doc. You heard me now? I'm in the Foot Doc.
The foot doctor.
Doctor. Sorry, I'm calling him Doc for short. The Foot Doctor. So, I'm going to start off with just asking that question. I know you as Seth. I actually met Seth 12 years ago, high school. I was in the 9th grade, and he was actually a senior. You know how that go. What is it? High school superstar football player. One of the hottest football players that was on the team. Don't do that. Comments, right? Yeah, okay, I do remember. So the Foot Doc, how did you get that name? Doctor.
Well, actually, a couple buddies of mine that I was training, we just sitting down one day, and it was just almost like a joke.
Okay.
It's like, man, you do a great deal in those feet. And I was like, yeah, I can fix your feet like a doctor. I write prescriptions for your feet. You can call me the Foot Doctor. And he was like, man, why you joking? That's kind of hot.
Right.
So I stuck with it and pretty much, became household.
And you got your clothing going on.
Yeah, my logo right here. Lightning bolt. People don't understand this is the TFD. You can see it, but the T is incorporated in the bolt.
Okay, yeah, I do.
Wings,
half a yellow, half a white T.
TFD.
Oh, okay. I never noticed that, but yeah, I do. I see the T straight across, then the F and the D. Okay, so before we get into today, initially, what sports did you play, or coming up, how old were you when you got into sports? I want to learn Seth, and then we'll get into the Foot Doc.
Okay. Well, young. I started off like, any other kid, growing up in the city, basketball, football.
So what was your favorite out the two?
I look at basketball and football like females.
Okay.
I think basketball was probably, the typical good girl that you were supposed to be with.
Okay.
But football ended up being the girl that you wasn't supposed to, but you was in love with.
Right.
So that's how.
Oh, okay. So that's
I should have played basketball, but
football. It was just something about it.
Football had my heart.
And so coming up, that's just what you graduated to, like just football.
Yeah.
And you stopped basketball.
Yeah, I was a great basketball player. My mom still tell me to this day, like, you should have played basketball. You wouldn't have got hurt and all that. But
right.
I like both, but football just was, it came more natural to me, and it was more easier for me to grasp.
So for me, out of basketball and football, basketball seemed more safe.
Yeah, probably.
So for kids coming up, that's like, in your shoes, and they had basketball as one girl and football as the other girl, would you tell them just to follow their heart, or stick with like, if you could give advice on just that?
Well, if you prepare yourself, I feel like if you can do both, especially the kids, adolescents, they got energy out this world. So
right.
If you can do both, stay both, so you can stay, always involved and stuff. And the reason why I say that is because, when I wish I would have played basketball in them times, because those times were as though I wasn't doing anything with my time. I was doing things I wasn't supposed to do.
Right. Okay.
So,
because football and basketball is 2 different seasons.
Yeah. So when it wasn't football season, then it was basketball season. I shouldn't have been playing basketball. I was probably in the streets.
Okay.
So I would say if you can do it, do both. If you especially if you're exceptionally good. So wherever it take you, as you see so many basketball players convert to football players
right.
in life. Vice versa. It's just about being an athlete holistically.
Okay. So my next question for you was: so coming out of high school, your plan was to play football.
Yeah.
So what school did you attend?
I attended college, Bowie State University.
While attending college at Bowie, what happened? Like what? I'm gonna bring this a little closer to you so we can hear you a little better.
I'm sorry, I'm a little soft-spoken.
So when you went to Bowie, you went to play football, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? Like your years in Bowie, like. I'm just trying to catch up to where you are now, and then.
Yeah, I came to Bowie straight out of high school. I got hurt again. I got hurt in high school. If you didn't know, my junior year, you wasn't there because you was in middle school.
I was a baby.
Yeah, my junior year, I got a real bad injury to my left knee. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I decided, and this is one thing I always try to tell guys, is that it's about preparation. One thing I didn't do, because I was an exceptionally good athlete,
right.
I didn't prepare myself, and I thought that my talent alone was enough. You know, I didn't work out, I didn't train, I didn't do any of those things. And then, you know, it kind of backfired on me, it burnt me in the end. And because, you know, junior year, I had a lot of D1 schools looking at me, you know, Marshall, Virginia, Maryland, and when I got hurt, I opted not to get surgery. I tore my ACL, MCL,
Wow.
and I had bone fracture on my knee, but I didn't want to sit out, so I just opted not to get surgery and did rehab, which was a big mistake because when I said I ended up sitting out the rest of the season anyway, my junior year, and a lot of those colleges, you know, recruiters was like, well, why you ain't play the last couple games? So I had to tell them, you know, I had to.
What happened?
Yeah, that was like, I told my ACL, they like, wow. They like, did you get surgery? I'm like, no. So that was like a red flag right there. It was
Right.
Like, you're a liability now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, you know, that kind of turned them off. So I never thought I was going to end up at a Division II school like Bowie. You know, Bowie was offering me as a junior and everything, but I was like, no, I'm too good to be
right
there. So, you know, but playing with one will, you know, that's where it led me to. You know,
Absolutely. You're not just going to stop playing all together. You're just going to still make it happen.
So I still played my senior year in high school, you know, when I met you.
Right.
And you know, at that time, you know, I still had a great season.
You really did. You were like fast as shit. I swear you was playing offense and defense, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I remember you playing offense and defense. And
all with one will.
yeah.
I ain't know I ain't had no left knee, but, you know, then I go to college and I hurt my knee again, re-injured.
The same knee?
Yeah. So I ended up getting surgery then. But,
okay.
you know, by the time it was a lot of scar tissue and all that, it was, you know, Dr. Alvin told me that he was like, you're never going to be like you were because you waited too long to get the surgery. So, you know, for me, you know, it derailed my whole plans because, you know, I just knew I was going to the NFL.
Right.
Yeah, nobody can tell me no different.
Yeah, it was a couple, 1 or 2 players that was like, you know how somebody's just promising sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you see it, the hustle, that I wanted type effect in it. And I definitely did notice that within you. So I actually have a question about you getting hurt.
Yeah.
More recent, maybe because I pay attention to it more now than I ever did. I see a lot of players that get hurt or they tear something. Is it possible to not get hurt? Is it precautions that a player can take while playing to, you know, not get their knee, you know, broke or
Right.
ACL torn or anything?
Well, a lot of it is just, you know, taking care of your body. And then, you know, it's about eating right. It's about getting proper sleep. You know, doing a lot of injury prevention stuff. You know,
Okay.
like stabilizers. You know, it's a lot of things. It's working small muscles. It's not just lifting weights. It's not about
Right.
getting big and bulky and all that. Because I mean, that really, you know, doesn't help you but so much in the injury prevention side. So
Okay.
yeah, it's about, you know, taking care of yourself. You know, it's
So-
a lot to lead up to that.
So the football player that's listening right now, if you can give him one thing to prevent an injury, what would it be? Like one just small lesson, like besides eating good and working out those small, you know, muscles and not just lifting weights like you said. If it was another thing you could tell an athlete, what would it be?
Stretch. That's the
Stretch.
biggest thing. Stretching.
Okay.
Yeah, like, and one thing I always tell people, like, stretching, your muscles are like rubber bands.
Right.
You know, like, if you
I
had
would
a tight-
agree.
You had a tight rubber band, right? And
The more you
if you pull a tight rubber band too hard, what's gonna happen?
it's gonna pop.
It's gonna pop. The same thing with your muscles. When your muscles too
Okay.
tight and they restrict, when you pull them too fast, they go outside your range of motion, your size of the plane, then you tear muscles. But
Okay.
when you got a big durable rubber band, you can pull it, and
Right.
even if the hyperextend, and that's won't pop. So it's
Okay,
about
okay.
stretching, you know?
Okay, so that's a dope one.
Yeah. Got to stretch. Got to stretch.
So once you were in college and the doctor told you like you would never play the same again, like what were your thoughts like instantly? Like,
I mean, it was crushing. You know, like,
right.
That's what I relied on. That's the only reason I went to college. You know, like
Right.
I didn't go to college to get an education. I'm sorry, I ended up getting one. You know, I graduated, my degree ring right here.
Right.
You know,
Ow. Black men do graduate from college now.
yeah, business management. You see it, but you know, at that time I didn't go to school for business management. I
Right.
was done with the school for football.
Right.
And, you know, and I thought this was, you know, the route I was going. And, you know, after being hurt, it does have a psychological effect on you. You know.
That's what I was going to get to next, because I'm mad that I don't have my book, because I had the guy name. He just opened up a youth center in Baltimore. He played football here. Yeah. I want to say out Towson, and he's paralyzed now.
Wow. And
he opened up a youth center. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I know that can be playing something you love and really get that hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas though you might not be able to walk again and or, you know, play again.
Yeah.
So, training. That's the next thing. No. So once everything happened at school, you found out you would never play again. How did you what was your next step?
Well, at that moment right there, and I knew that my career would probably be over after my eligibility was up in college. You know, I mean, I played a little bit of arena, but it wasn't the same. You know, it wasn't, my heart wasn't into it like it was before I was, you know, injured and before I got that type of news. But you know, I just try to find other ways. You know, I went to school for business, so you know, I opened up small businesses. I had barbershops, salon, tattoo shops, things like that. You know, just to try to, you know, put my degree to work. You know, because I always had a knack for business. I'm good with business. You know, so I just felt like, you know, that was a route that I felt comfortable with doing. That was something that I wanted to do, because I always felt like I ain't never work for nobody.
Right.
So
working for yourself was just a go-to.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you graduated 08?
College?
Yeah.
11. I stopped going to school.
Oh yeah, because you tore your.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you get into training? Like, what was your thoughts? Like, did someone suggest it, or is it just one day?
Well, just like this. Like, a couple buddies of mine, you know, close friends, you know, I call brothers. We used to always work out together, you know, and I one thing for me, I always had a high sports IQ. You know, that's what really got me through college and everything, because I wasn't as athletic as I once was because of, you know, my knee injury, but I always had, you know, the knowledge. And my coaches just tell me that he was like, man, you might not be the fastest, you know, you might not, you know, be the most agile, but I can trust you because your decision making on the field, and that's really what it's about. You know, like and then, you know, to go into a little bit what I do. That's why my style of training is the way it is because I'm trying to build mental toughness, you know, get that mental capacity to be able to have players that think so much that when they think as much as they do, that it becomes natural. Then it go away from thinking and it turns into reaction.
Right, just instantly.
Yeah, instantly. So. And that's how it was for me. It's like, you know, when I was out there, it was obvious that I had a high football IQ because of the plays that I made, but it wasn't like I was thinking on the field. It was just in your game.
Right.
You know, it's just like party.
Natural.
Like, it's their makeup. So, and everybody don't have that. You know, some guys are just athletes. Some guys are smart athletes. Some guys are both.
Right.
And the ones that are both play at the highest level. You know
okay. So when did you launch the Foot Doctor, the company?
Actually, last May.
Okay.
Yeah, so last May, it's been a little over a year, so, you know.
And you are popping. you two, it's okay. I like humble people, but sometimes it's okay not to be humble. You are popping like the last year and 3 months, so the last 15 months.
Yeah.
You have grown your business to be really, really really decent. Really decent. So from following you from back whenever Instagram started to now having like close to 70,000 followers who are literally adding all their friends. I pay attention, like when you come on the show, I gotta look at the comments, like I look at everything. So you're working with the Steelers, the Seahawks, the Browns, the Ravens, the Bengals, high school, college, and our little babies.
Yeah. All athletes can get it.
And a lot of people, I had a question sent to me like, what did he ask me? He was a soccer player, and I actually posted a picture of one of your soccer trainees that you had on your page. I play soccer. How could he help me? How do you help if you play, you know, football, basketball? How do you feel like this can be effective to soccer, like a soccer player? He wanted me to ask that question.
Well, I actually trained a professional soccer player. His name's Jerome Sinclair. He plays for Liverpool.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, it's just about, everything that I do is sport specific. It's for that particular sport. And what I do
Right.
is I study. Like it's not just going out there and laying down a bunch of equipment
And just right.
looking crazy. It's a knowledge behind it, and it's a
Okay.
why. And it's understanding what certain aspects help different athletes in their respective sports.
Okay.
So for soccer players, they for him, just help him out in that area. For soccer, just do a lot of single leg things. It's a lot of running, a lot of cardio. It's a whole lot of workout, but it's a lot more to it than what you see on social media.
Yeah, I seen on one of the videos you had the guy hopping with one leg over the thing,
Yeah.
and then he would like do certain things all on one leg.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty decent. So the footwork.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of footwork, you instantly think about dance, and
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, of course.
But your footwork is very, very different.
Yeah.
I would like to say it's something that, because once we talked and I was looking out for you, I would look at just other trainers.
Yeah.
Your technique is very, very different.
Yeah.
Very different. How do you think your footwork is like effective for an athlete?
Well, it's like this. You look at infrastructure of a building or anything.
Right.
What's if a building is a skyscraper, where did it start?
The ground.
It started at the ground. So
Right.
it's a foundation. It's just like you as a person. When you're standing up, what's your foundation?
My
Your
feet.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So and to build anything else on top of that, it has to start with having a great foundation, and that's
Right.
where footwork starts at. Just having. I do a lot of foot speed things. I do a lot of foot speed. But one thing I work on a lot for me is foot placement. A lot of guys have exceptionally fast feet. That come along with flexibility. That come along with strength and explosion. There's different levels of that, especially different people. But it's about knowing where to put your feet.
Yeah, I know. I seen that little Steelers player. I was like, yes, I throw shade to the Steelers. Yes, I do. But the foot doc was like, I can't discriminate. Doctors don't discriminate. And you're absolutely right. That was really a good response. Because I put that in my post like, yo, you working with the Steelers? Like, you a Steelers fan? Oh, my goodness. So is my mother.
Yeah, I like the Steelers.
You do? Mm-hmm. What is your favorite team? Who is your favorite team? Top 3.
Football?
Yes.
These teams that I like growing up, and there was the Steelers and the 49ers. I like them.
Okay.
And I like the Ravens.
And we be beating both. Shout out to the Ravens side.
I like the Ravens. Don't get me wrong.
I know that's the home
we
team.
We always have a home team.
Yeah.
So, when I was a little kid, I liked the 49ers, of course, because Jerry Rice and all those guys. And I like the Steelers. I like the Steelers when I was that young just because of their colors. I just like black and yellow together.
Right.
Like
Yeah. And look how you still sticking with it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So what about basketball?
Basketball, same thing. I'm an old-fashioned guy. Let me start off with this. I like LeBron. Whatever team LeBron play for.
So you're a LeBron wagon hopper, bandwagon.
I just like greatness,
Okay.
Like, he can go play for the New Orleans Pelicans, and I'd be a New Orleans Pelicans
right.
fan.
Following him right wherever he go.
But my teams is the Spurs and the Bulls. Bulls for obvious reasons. Michael Jordan. And,
right.
I like the Spurs. For the same reason I like the Steelers. I just like the colors. Right. When I was younger. So.
Okay, see, my favorite basketball, I'm pretty sure football is the Ravens. Basketball is Heat. So I end up loving Braun, call him Braun. I end up loving Braun because he played with my man Wade. Love Wade. Wade was like one of my favorite, yes. So I'm still, when we didn't get as far as them, I was rooting for LeBron, of course.
Hey, got to.
Absolutely. Who was your favorite team? Well, first of all, when you work with different teams, do you go to them or do you have them come to Baltimore?
No, every professional except for the ones who are local, they
right.
phone me out too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for a parent that's in Baltimore, you working with NFL football players, which is soccer. These national athletes. Can somebody in Baltimore afford you?
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, do you base your wage based upon who you are training, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baltimore is my home. It's my heart. All of my athletes get discounts.
Okay. So just a little discrimination just on the prices.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's good, because I actually, a parent had asked me that. She sent me a question like, Chenelle, he's like a superstar trainer. You got my son looking at your page and now he want to work out with him. I can't afford him.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. You heard what he said. So hit him up. And how can people hit you up if they looking to do private training and group training?
Yeah. So I have a website, it's thefootdoctorsports.com. And, my contact is on there.
Okay.
And my email is the same thing, contact@thefootdoctorsports.com. I can be reached.
And that's Instagram as well.
Yep.
Instagram,
the
_.
foot doctor.
Okay, yeah.
Same thing on Twitter. On Facebook, I have a like page, which you can go on there. That's the Foot Doctor. And, our messages and all that on Facebook. So, it's growing.
Okay. And I have another question. Most of your videos, while they're only 15-second clips, but all your clips, you have good music.
Yeah.
So you're a music lover.
Yeah.
If you had to pick 1 or 2 artists, who would be your fave?
Drake and Lil Wayne.
Okay. I thought you would say Future. A lot of your videos, you play a lot of Future.
I mean, that just be playing in the background. I be in the zone.
Oh, okay. So that's really out on the field.
Yeah.
So do you follow any local artists? Or should I send you some tracks, the kind that you might like the workout to?
I'm an old man, It's like I don't be following the crowd, like that was about, I'll be 30 this year, so I'm old. So,
you are getting up there, 30 and over now.
Yeah, so I don't know all the young hot rappers that's out, but I listen to their music if
if you listen to 90Q or something.
If it's catchy, it is what it is.
Right.
That's a lot of rappers.
Diamond, DJ Diamond K. He's like a superstar too. I'm gonna have to give you his little resume. Yes. Can we go to a quick break? I got a couple people sending me questions they would like me to ask, and they won't stop. Told them I know y'all see us. We're live. It's your girl Chenelle Nicole. This is the Chenelle Nicole Show. I got the Foot Doctor with me. The Foot Doctor. I keep saying Foot Doc. It's just I don't know, Foot Doc.
Yeah, a couple guys call me Doc.
Yeah, I seen it on the page. Shout out to Foot Doc.
Mm-hmm.
But we about to take a quick break and we be right back.